Good evening, everybody. We are in Siman Lamed Gimel. Dvarim ha'asurim mishum sakana, those things that are not permitted because of sakana, danger. Aleph, also lachol dog in basar, you're not allowed to eat meat, fish with meat, but feeding mishum and ofos, even with fat from birds is considered to be in this category of meat sakana, because we're told by tradition this is sakana. You shouldn't cook, shouldn't roast meat and fish in one oven, kashahu tanor cotton if it's a small oven, unless you cover one of them completely. In our ovens, as they were in those days, shehem gedolim ein lachosh, and because they were very large ovens, you don't have to be concerned with this. However, in practice, if you do want to cook them together nowadays, we cover one or the other. Base. You eat fish, and then you want to eat meat, or the other way around, you eat meat, then you want to eat fish. The name Kitzur's passage should have some bread in between, and to have a drink, to have a kinuach b'hadocha. These are the two things required in halacha: kinuach, cleansing and rinsing of the mouth. This applies often in a Friday night meal when you have fish as a first course, and then you're going to have meat, so you should have some bread and drink. Gimel, tzarech lizoim mizeas adam. Sweat of a person is considered dangerous. Shekol zeas adam hu sam hamaves. It's poisonous. Chutz mizeas upon, apart from that which comes from the face. But alchein yizayah, should be careful, something which we probably wouldn't do nowadays very often, but we should still be aware of it. Not to put food between a person's clothes and his skin, because then the food would absorb some of the sweat and it would be dangerous. You should simply not put money into your mouth, because it may have some sweat on the money. Very interestingly, what we now know to be infection, because everybody handles it and they could be ill, therefore it also could contain bacteria. Dalad. Person smells of food. Yaflit kol haroksha. You shouldn't swallow his saliva, which is generated by that smell, which is taste buds being activated. Kim because by swallowing it, this could come to sakana. Hey, so halacha mentioned elsewhere, you have to be careful not to drink any liquid which has been uncovered overnight. Famously because of reason of a snake, or may have transferred its poison into it, but there may be other more deeper reasons, and therefore you should cover water or other liquids at night. If it wasn't covered, you shouldn't drink it. Vav. Also, you shouldn't put food or liquid under drinks under the bed, even if they're covered, because a bad spirit will come to them. Like foreign and in the country areas, yesh machazikim to book the people who store their potatoes and other vegetables under the beds, the yesh lahaziro azeh, and they should be warned concerning this. Zayin. A person should be concerned with anything which could lead to sakana, because in a certain way, danger is stricter than Issa. And when it comes to a suffix sakana, it may be dangerous. It should be more careful than a suffix Issa. A person should go into any place of danger, under a wall which is looks as though it's about to fall over, by a gesher or a wobbly bridge. It shouldn't go out at night. They shouldn't sleep in only one room, etc. Depending on the circumstances, all these things could be dangerous. But you shouldn't drink from a river at night, or to put your mouth over a water source which is pouring out. Shema yivla eza dov hamazik, because you might come to swallow something which was harmful. So therefore, there's a danger, practical danger that's involved. Chas, now gives Shabashas HaTekufa, at the time of the Tekufa, which means the Tekufas of the seasons, approximately the same time as the equinox. You put something iron on top of all liquids and foods, but something which is boiled or pickled or salted, you don't have to do this. So the question is about this: what's the origin of it? There's a discussion in the Taz and the Adar. Taz seems to indicate at the time of a Tekufa, people have to believe that Hashem is. This is a potentially dangerous time for the world. People have to believe that Hashem is watching over them. So we do things to remind ourselves of Hashem and the fact that He's watching over us at this time. Test. Also, you're not allowed to eat something which you detest. Or from any kalim which a person detests. Shouldn't eat with dirty or soiled hands. This is included in the prohibition of do not do something which is abominable or disgusting. So if it really makes a person upset, he shouldn't do it. Even if one person would say he doesn't mind this, it's an objective test, and since most people would be upset, offended, or disgusted by it, therefore you're not allowed to do it. Yod, a bird, an animal or bird, Shahaya Musukonim, which were in danger, were about to die, Nishkatu, and they were slaughtered, even though they are permitted now because Shchita has been done whilst they're alive. People who are strict do not eat them. So it's a question of being machmir, being strict in it. Also, you're not allowed to cut down a fruit tree which produces food. If an olive tree produces a rova hakav of zaysim, a dekel kaptomorim, or if a fig tree produces a kaptomorim, sakana, and it is dangerous to do this. Okay, sakana. But it's near to other trees which are more chashuv, and it's going to take away the nutrition from those trees or otherwise damage the other trees. Or you need the place where the tree is planted. Or it's worth more as wood than it is as a food. So you're allowed to cut it down. This is all the halachas of we learned from Baal Tashkes, from the Ilan, and applies to other things in a similar way as well. A person who has an illness, intestinal illness. There's some people who put a container of hot water on the tummy. It says also last as came near sakana. Not allowed to do so because it's dangerous, because it's talking about an open keli, like an open cup or an open pan. It's mentioned in Mishnah Berurah that if it's closed like a hot water bottle, then it's permissible because there's no sakana. Yud Gimel. Also, you're not allowed to cross a river, to step into a river where the waters are raging, they're running very fast. In Hamayim Magin Malam Rasnaim, if the water reaches higher than the person's hip, Mishum Sakana, because it's Sakana, the risk of him being drowned, the water shouldn't drown. You're done. Also, you're not allowed to say in your mouth something which would be a punishment or misfortune to another Jew. Even if you say, if so and so was still alive, he would have come here. Yeah, because by saying no, you're trying to draw attention to possible punishment. Say something's going to happen to another person. Keep a risk crucialus of a sign, because Hashem has made a covenant with our lips. The ein lasos and Marilatina Gavatome. Another halacha. You should not threaten a child that he will be bitten by an animal which is not kosher. You go learn that and say, Chosol or Kelev Yikachul. He'll be taken away by a dog or a cat or some other trophy animal. In all similar situations, Sorich and his own Halashon. The person has to be very careful the way he uses language, because the language, as we've just said, is bris karusa, and therefore the way we speak, if we say it wrongly, it could present a danger to the subject matter which we've been talking about.